Hey everyone, welcome to the Daily here on MLSsoccer.com. Josh Whisenhunt joined here by Simon Borg. We're going to start you off with some player news today. The Chicago Fire have a brand new designated player. They just announced the signing of new DP striker Ecuadorian Juan Luis Anangono. He's expected to come in, add some goals. Simon, what do you think?
This is an excellent move by the Chicago Fire. They need help up top. Look at their forward core. It's basically Mike Magee, Mike Santos, and Sergio McDonald, who hasn't scored a goal in forever. Then you have Chris Rolfe behind them. So they needed a target guy, and by all accounts, he is that target guy. He's coming from the Argentine League, Argentinos Juniors. Tough league, not easy, goals not easy to come by there. So he comes to MLS. I think he might need some time. He's a younger player, might need some time to adapt, but he has the skill set, based on what we are hearing, that I think fits the Fire brilliantly. And Magee, who's already scored so many goals, has that player he can play off now. So big move.
Yep, reason to be excited up there in Toyota Park. Another piece of transfer news for you today, Simon. This Fredy Montero thing in Seattle and Sporting Lisbon, it took another turn yesterday. It's not going to be a sale to the Portuguese Giants. Instead, it's going to be a loan with an option to buy. Break that down for us. What does that exactly all mean?
Well, I think Sporting Lisbon want to test Fredy Montero. Fredy Montero, not a player who has had the chance to have a shot in Europe yet. And he's one of those mercurial players. We saw it with Seattle. So there would be games he would be on, he would have nice streaks, but then he'd disappear in some other matches. In Colombia with Millonarios, didn't have the best of seasons, but I don't think he had the squad there at Millonarios to help him and get the best out of him. So he's one of those players. Is he a forward? Is he a number 10? And so because of the way he is as a player, I don't blame Sporting Lisbon for wanting to see him in person.
All right, well, lots of comings and goings sure to come. We will keep you all updated here on MLSsoccer.com. Some news from the touchline for you now. It's being reported in Kansas City, Simon, that Peter Vermes, they've been working on this for a little while at Sporting Kansas City, that he is going to get a contract extension as technical director and head coach there with Sporting KC. What do you think about that?
And the reports say until 2017, so Sporting Kansas City, they are going to have the identity of Peter Vermes for a while. Look, this is well earned by Peter Vermes. He's a hard worker, and he's established an identity for this team in Kansas City. The style of play that they have there is one of the main reasons why that place, Sporting Park, is packed every single game. It's an exciting style. I know some people, Jason Kreis maybe in particular, doesn't like the physicality of it, but it's exciting. There are goals, and he's also developed players. I mean, just look at Matt Beasler, Graham Zusi under his tutelage, and now we have the emergence of Suni Saad, the latest talent. So Peter Vermes has done an excellent job there.
Yep, certainly hard to argue with the results there, both from a record standpoint and a player development standpoint. We will have the story as that one develops right here on MLSsoccer.com. Rounding things off, taking a look at the Castrol Index for this week in MLS. Simon, Raul Fernandez, #1 after another strong performance for FC Dallas. Is he the newcomer of the year in MLS?
I think he's making a strong case, Josh. Raul Fernandez really helping Dallas become a defensive juggernaut. You saw a 0-0 draw in Montreal, and he's making key saves, but not spilling the ball as much. Early this season, he had a few of those instances, but he's really excellent. Also, Jose Gonçalves, though, I think is going to give him a run. He's in New England, helping them become a real strong defensive team.
Yep, certainly another defender is on that list. #2, DeAndre Yedlin coming in. He's followed by Clint Irwin, Dan Kennedy, and Donovan Ricketts.
Donovan Ricketts also #1 in the season-long Castrol Index. A lot of people have him tabbed for MVP of the league, the Portland netminder. #2 and 3, two of the highest goal scorers this year. Jack McInerney at 2, Marco Di Vaio at 3. At 4, another goalkeeper, Nick Raimondo, showing up well, both for Real Salt Lake and the U.S. national team. And lastly, Blas Perez of FC Dallas. He's having an excellent year. Not as many goals as you'd imagine. I think with a few more, once he's back from that Panamanian national team duty, I think he can rack up a few more. He could get higher on that list.
Yep, absolutely. Talking goal scorers as well. Make sure you check out Extra Time Radio. Came out on the site yesterday. Great interview with LA Galaxy homegrown striker Giassi Zardes. He is really starting to hit his stride out there on the West Coast. That does it for us here on The Daily. For me and Simon, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.